Alright, got Captain Picard. We have our Enterprise. You should be happy, Don.
Fine, Bread. Can you stop?
He's down a channel.
Okay, well, he's like...
There you go. Welcome, everybody. I am Foghladha of House Tuatha / Gaiscioch. We're going to be doing a little bit of new player training. We're going to go through some simple things that people might not realize. Let's see, we got 2 short swords, a spear, and a bow. So the bow, I think I might have you practice hitting a moving target, because that's going to be your claim to fame right there. That and dodging. You got to learn how to dodge really well as an archer. Spear, you have a lot of good kind of stun lock abilities. I can walk you through some of those. The short sword, oh, now you're Nodachi, okay. So Nodachi has some natural regen abilities. By hitting people, you actually regain health. The trick is to know when to get the heck out so that you're not draining more health than you're regaining. So there are some quick tricks to do this. Captain Picard, I'm going to skip you on first round because you don't have melee attacks, really. Well, you do, but if you're using your melee attacks, you might as well just die. So Don and Doc, can you start a duel with each other? Don't kill each other, just start a duel. Just right-click on them and go to duel. And Zoran, go ahead and accept the duel. Oops, out of range. Don't fight each other. Alright. Come stand next to me, guys. Come stand next to me. Okay, come over by where I'm at. Face Captain Picard. First thing I want you guys to do is swing. Just keep clicking your left mouse click away from each other. And watch what happens when you hit that number 5. So when you swing for the 5th time, what happens? You see that prolonged pause? That's your death blow right there. When you hit that period right there, most people will take you down. What you want to do is after 5, you double tap backwards or to the side. That will reset your counter right away, so you can attack again. What I like to do is when you dodge out, you charge back in by holding Shift, W, and then attack. With the spear, go ahead and hold that Shift key down, W, and attack. And watch that attack has a long range, and it will stun whoever you hit. So when you do that 5, double tap back, lunge forward, and attack. You'll stun your target. Usually, you'll also break their shield if they're holding a shield up. Very useful to get this practice done. Make sure that you're doing it after the 5th swing, because that 5th one usually does the highest damage. So, depending on who you're fighting, you might want to do a side roll instead of a back roll. If you're fighting a halberd, always do a side roll. They have an amazing ability that basically hooks you and throws you on the ground, stun locks you till you're dead. If you dodge roll back, they will just use that, pull you back over like Scorpion, throw you on the ground, and beat you silly. So if you're fighting a pole arms, always dodge to the right or left. Another fun trick, let's go ahead and wait for this to time out, and then I'll duel Doc Restless. When you're fighting the samurai folk, the Nodachis, if you strafe using your W key and go around them, their swings are so slow, you literally will run circles around them and they won't be able to hit you. It's so sad. Now, if I was to try that with Soren, he would hit me. So, because like with your spear skills, what I would recommend for a setup, Gungear's greeting is really good for a number 1 is what I use it for, or my first skill. Hurricane's Edge, this will stun lock somebody. When you're using this, you literally will interrupt a lot of people's finishers or like their elite skills. You'll also basically stun them while this is going. So if you max that out, you'll basically spin twice. Like it'll do it the first time, then the second time. The Proces gift. Yeah, I'm bad at English. Or whatever language that is. The one where you kick your spear is highly valuable. If you get good at this, that is your finisher 99% of the time, because they will turn and they'll try to heal themselves. You kick your spear at them, boom, dead. And then I tend to like Heaven's Fury more than the Dragon's Roar. In PvP, you see Dragon's Roar a whole lot, but it's really easy just to dodge roll to the right or left and have it miss.
Yeah.
So the other one, however, is highly useful in the fact that you can, like, if you're getting swarmed by, say, monastic knights, you're using this thing, and every time that you hit them, it knocks them back. So you can spin around, hit all the damn knights out of your way, and their entire charge will be interrupted by you doing that little maneuver. It's also not interruptible. So when you're doing that, you're pretty much doing it. You just got to make sure that you're doing it before they're doing it. Otherwise, you'll never really get it off. And if you try to use that skill while somebody's already doing a finisher on you, it will basically give you the cooldown timer, but won't do the animation. So that kind of sucks. But if you start it, there ain't no stopping it. For the short swords, you have a lot of stun effects, which are really good. I'm not sure how bad they nerfed you this last patch. I haven't played it since. I'm going to try duel you, Doc. Okay, so start swinging at me. See, I'm going away from his, or when he's swinging, turning toward. It's usually easy to get behind him, because it's so slow. He has this huge wind-up.
See, if you predict the movement, though, and you know they're going to keep going in the same counterclockwise or clockwise, like how I was hitting you, I can predict that, and that allows me to kind of do that circle movement that I was hitting.
Right, you have to predict where they're going, though. But a lot of times, just like when you're in a combat situation and they're swinging and they're hitting all these other NPCs as well, you can usually work your way around back. Now, behind, you always do, like, let me show this real quick. Stand still. So 861. See how that happened?
Now, is that just behind attack, or can you do a side flank hit for damage?
Pretty much anything from the flank or the rear will do almost double what you do normally. So try hit me at the front and then hit me in the rear. See, 870. 1279. 1319. So you get somebody in the back, it does significantly more damage.
At least an additional 40 to 50% of what you're hitting people for, yeah, for sure.
Alright, popping out my chat window so I can see if anyone's asking questions on Twitch. Alright, now, I want you to try to stop me from doing this move on you, okay? So when I'm coming at you, hit me with one of your abilities. I'm not sure which one on the Nondachi can stop it. Alright?
Yeah, I have the Cyclone and another one, so one of those two.
1, 2, 3. Now, as an assassin, this ability is highly nice. It's very nice in the fact that you can demobilize somebody for a short amount of time. However, if Dawn was in the picture over here and I was fighting Doc Restless and Dawn, when I'm doing that, Dawn could throw a shield at me and stun me. That's happened to me several times. So, as a team, if you see an assassin doing that to your friend, just whack them. Whack them once and usually it'll stop. Alright, Captain Picard. What skills do you have on your longbow?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. What skills do I have? Oh, I think I have all of them unlocked so far. I just used the flaming arrow and the ring of arrows and the bowkin tip.
The other trick, if you don't have an elite skill, make sure that your fourth skill is, you can slot a fourth skill in there. It doesn't have to be an elite.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was it came with the latest patch when they redid the UI. They allowed you to slot a fourth skill in that slot instead of having to wait until you had an elite.
Yeah. So I have those three. Yeah, I have those three in there, and the roll.
Okay.
Whatever you call that.
Yep. Dodge roll is always handy. Anything that you can separate you from your foe, the better.
Yeah, I've definitely used that light-footed skill like a number of times to escape death, so they're pretty useful.
Alright, I'm going to duel you. You're going to shoot me. I'm going to try to charge at you. I'm not going to hit you. I'm just going to try to chase you.
Okay.
And I want you practicing getting away from me and shooting me.
Okay. Nope.
Alright, so that number one skill, or the rain of arrows, do you know when the best time to use that is?
When you're close, right?
Yeah, try it. Hold it down. Hold down that skill until I get close. Now let go.
Okay.
That looks awesome.
I think that's kind of your standard quota in any game that we play. Is you're
Yeah.
with a fistful of arrows.
A buckshot, point blank range is always good. Now there is, if you go ahead and line up a headshot.
Yep.
If you hit me with a headshot, it will do more damage. So check out the damage. 16, 16, right?
Yeah.
Facing the opposite way. Try it.
In the head?
Yep. 26,
Oh, like
35. Yeah. So that is something that you should try to aim for if you can. A lot of times when I'm playing longbow, I'm sitting in the back. I'm sitting up on walls. I'm shooting people that are in the circle down below. Also, if you can get behind archer units and shoot them in the head, it's pretty much one shot, one kill. Another thing you really want to practice is being on your mount riding. Use your A key to ride. If you're on the beginner settings, you can use your A and use your aiming to target and just lead them a little bit and your arrow will hit them. And just practice shooting on horseback, because if you can get that down, you can pretty much solo any hero fight that you ever have out in the open. Like if you have to take on a bandit or something, that will definitely work it down, and you can pretty much solo those without even using your troops.
Okay.
So just practice that a lot. You'll get really dizzy doing it, but you won't die. So do any of you guys have any questions about the rotation or abilities?
Maybe like what our roles in battle will be, like when we go into like a big team match.
Yeah, early on, pretty much you just want to run interference. You're going to try to hang back, let the heavy guys, the big troops, take lead, and you sit in the back and pick off what you can. There's a lot of troop units that you can use that are really helpful, like the shields. 1 second, let me pull up my units.
Like a shield wall or something.
Yeah.
I remember stand behind those guys, and that was good.
So out the gates, you want to get spear militia. Those are going to be very valuable for you when you do rebel camps. It's a cheap troop, doesn't cost a lot to replace. They will be, as you upgrade them, they will be strong enough to hold the wall in any one of the tier 1, 2, or 3 rebel camps. I can show you guys that a little later. I don't know if we're all over 30. I think we all are. You're over 30, right, Doc?
Yeah, I'm 35.
Okay, yeah, we're all good then. I can take you into a rebel camp to show you that. The other big unit that you like, that I would like you guys to save up for, is over in the chivalric line. The Demi Spearmen are also your your number 2 shield wall. Now, once you get the Spear Sergeants, that one is a really good unit. The only problem that you have with Spear Sergeants is they're very expensive. As you get up into the silver, heroic, and golden era, you're going to find that if you're buying it outright, not crafting the materials, it literally is going to break your bank. You're going to have to earn a lot of bronze to be able to carry those. Squires are also used a lot in PvP battles. You'll see those quite a bit. For ranged units, I highly recommend everybody speed training to the incendiary archers. These are very valuable, especially when you are going up against cavalry that isn't metal armored. So the metal armored cavalry usually doesn't get phased by arrows as much. The iron cap bow riders, the scouts, those guys will literally melt before they ever get to you. Dragon lancers, the heavy cavalry, those do pretty good, or the fire archers do well against that. If you find yourself going up against Masonic knights, literally your arrows are going to be bouncing off them. It's not pretty. So you always want to make sure that you keep an eye on where your archers are and how they're lined up. One thing I like to do on some of the city maps is place my archers in between buildings. So one of the things that I found with horses is they have a really hard time getting between buildings. They usually will not be able to go there at all. So if you line up your archers there, they'll just plink away at the horses that are coming by, and it's kind of interesting. But I don't know if that's a glitch or what, but I'm sure if a hero found you camping your archers in there, it'd be over real quick. Especially a spear hero with that kick ability. That was great for just mowing down a whole group of archers. Alright, so let's go ahead and do an AI battle real quick. At least get your feet wet. See how you guys all do with each other. So we have a bow, we have a spear, we have... Don, what are you using? Is that a gun? Doc Restless has a gun, I think. Nadachi?
I'm gonna go back to my
Okay.
main sword guy because that's the one that's farthest.
So we got
along.
short sword. We should be pretty good.
I mean, if I need to, I can switch in mid battle to the musket.
Now, does anyone have any kind of spear unit that can do a circle?
Yep, I got the spear militia.
Okay, so spear militia are the guys with shields.
I have the Demand Spearmen. I have those.
Yeah, those will be shield wolves. Let me switch out mine. Let you guys do that. Do you have Demise Spearmen, Doc?
I don't have the currency yet, but I do have them unlocked.
Okay. Don, do you have Demise Spearmen? Can you use those real quick? Oh, okay, we got two. We got Captain Picard and Zoran both with them. We're good.
Yeah.
So we're going to go right to B, and right at the gate, I want you guys setting up, you know, the second formation that's kind of like a rectangle? Set them up side by side. And I'll show you a neat little trick that I have found a lot of people using to bottleneck an area. So we're going to go straight ahead, up right before the point B. There is going to be a bottleneck. And I want you guys stacking those two shield walls right next to each other.
Facing in opposite directions?
Nope, side by side. Right in that gap.
Okay, I'm... Oh.
So you tell them to defend. Shield wall should be on the little stack. It's like a column formation almost.
Oh, a column, right.
Yeah, and stack them right on top, like right next to each other, side by side, so that they're defending against the archer units. And then I can plant my if we can get them side by side, we plant the halberds right in between, and they'll just literally, you'll butcher anything that gets near.
Oh, so you want a gap between the two?
No, no gap.
I'll pull mine back.
Oh, shit.
We just need them side by side, yeah, right by the building, if we can.
Oh, nice.
My guys are poking out a little. But yeah, anything that charges at you is going to be dead. If you get, like, spears... And then if we ever have an assassin in our group and can stun lock, with that little ability I just did, that's a great time to all dogpile on and just beat the crap out of them. Now, if you find yourself getting in that little spear thing, like he'll do the little constant attacks with the spear, dodge roll backwards, and you'll dodge roll right out of it. Another trick when you're in combat is don't deplete your stamina 100%. I'll go cap C really quick. Just keep killing them. For those watching Twitch, you can see the numbers just coming right out of that. It's absolutely beautiful. I literally killed 39 people without even doing anything. It's like a waterfall of death over here. And now the heroes are always going to prioritize people over the objective, like when you're doing PvE. So just let them come at you. I mean, that's pretty much what it does. So when you're fighting a cavalry charge, if we can actually do this formation in PvP, it would have the same effect. Shields out front, spears poking through. Pretty much anything that charges at you is going to melt. The downside of this is if we get flanked.
Enemy has captured point C.
Come back to the shields, guys. They're here for a reason. There's a big yellow tick that will come off sometimes. You'll see like their health drop a lot when they're near these pole arms. Basically, when they critical hit, it'll take down about half their life. So if you can do something like push them into the spear wall, it's even better for you. Keep coming back. Here comes a polearm. This is the guy that you never want to fight front. He's weak on the sides and weak in back. Get you in front of him, he will just stun lock you and you will barely ever have a chance to fight. Now, if those of you that have archers, you can use your #1 ability to target the ground if you have the focus area skill. If you don't, you can hold your V key to target a certain area.
Our victory is imminent.
Come back, Doc. We're trying to win this game by killing heroes. faster they die, the better we have. We have to outrace their timer. Bringing them in range of the halberds, and they'll die fast. You gain 30 points for every kill.
Our team has captured point C.
There we go. So if we had two people that were really good at shield walls and we had them practice together, getting those shield walls lined up side by side, so that they're literally exactly at the same height, if we stacked a spear in there, it would be very deadly. And from all the videos I saw, the bottom path is actually the better of the two paths for halberds. A lot of the stuff that you get up here, you'll basically get down here anyways. So it's, from what I've seen, the bottom path is the one that you want to go with the halberds.
You're talking about the unit tree, right?
Yes. Yeah, for that particular unit. Like, if you unlock the halberd, the bottom path is the one that you want to go. For fire archers, I went the top path. In fact, I'm almost leveled up on that. Alright, would you guys like to try a rebel camp? We can head out and go do that if you want.
Sure.
So one thing I highly recommend is all of you work on training 5 serfs. What you want to do is get each of those serfs to level 3 first. At level 3, you will teach them the bottom path, which will give you a 20% bonus to resource collection.
Oh, it probably would have helped if I actually put units on, right?
Yeah, it might help a little. Good week for rebel camps.
Why is it not attaching units? Oof. I think I need a crash course in adding units again.
Down at the bottom, there are 5 cards, basically, with little pluses. You click on one, then click on the unit you want.
Now, what you obviously you do that when you're still inside the.
You can do it outside as well. To do it outside, you just click on the city, and you say swap units.
Gotcha. All right, I'll do that real fast then.
Captain per card, you probably want to store your supplies inside, so you click on the city, go to supply dump, and then move all your stuff in your wagon over. That way...
Even the food, everything?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're not going far.
Oh, you know what? I know what the issue is, Fog. My camp didn't move, so I can't apply
True.
units.
You have some with you, right?
No, because I ran the Westweg with none because I thought I could switch camps.
Ah, we'll be fine. Don, you got 2 walls. I got 2 walls. Captain's got 2 walls. Let's go ahead and head over to the easy one, which is the one helmet camp.
So I'll play Musketeer then, since I ain't got no other units on me, just to stay safe and alive.
Secretary, make sure to farm that copper mine while you're out here. That is a great resource for us right now.
Cooperite?
Yep. Won't be any tax being we own it. Ah, there's an show. Alright, so let's have... What kind of horses did you have? I saw somebody with horses.
It's me. I have those Cavaliers.
Are they the archers, or do they have a charge ability?
Charge ability.
Okay, Dawn, you have your shield bash charge guys, right? So what I would like to see is Dawn have your guys charge first. When he hits the wall, I want you to charge your cavalry. Okay, we're gonna break the wall, and then you're gonna charge in and murder them all. I'm gonna use my archers to take down the archers that are gonna be trying to shoot you from above. Doc, go ahead and ride in with them with the Blaze of Glory and try to blow up as many of the shield there on towards A.
Yeah.
Most important thing in any rebel camp, I cannot stress this enough, is do not touch the capture points. It's okay to touch the heal camps, but do not touch the capture points until you're set up. Because if you do, it spawns an endless wave of enemies that keeps coming. And what will happen is you will suffer serious losses of troops. And that's not fun for anybody.
Following Dawn, correct?
Yes.
And you want me to charge that shield wall?
After dawn.
After dawn. Oops.
Yep. And then I'm going to push up to the left, kill all those archers for us. Yeah, that's how you murder them.
Got archers straight ahead of us shooting at us from A.
Yep, do not charge them. If you can have your horses go over there and attack them, that would be good. Actually, no, not horses. Have Dawn Shield guys go charge them. Keep your horses away from them. Those horses will melt with arrows. Whatever we do, none of our people need to go in that circle. Just troops.
Spearmen coming behind us.
Alright, I'm going to grab my crappy shield wall. Don, I will take the north. Can you grab your shield wall and take the west? There are two entry points of this circle. The first one's up here. A bunch of enemies will spawn and try to push the circle. We block it off at the shield wall. Second one will be over here. On the harder ones, you'll get a lot more units. In this version, you probably won't get any if you killed them all already.
Should I swap out my horses then? Cavalry?
Yeah, swap out your cavalry at this point. From here, it's just going to be death. So Don's going to set up his wall right here. If you have archers, bring your archers and set them right here by this tent.
Okay.
Doc, you're going to be kind of camped off. You're going to be in the center shooting in the middle when it's time. So archers right up here. Anyone that has ranged right up here. There you go. So, Doc, I want you watching anyone that's coming around the right side of this house right here. Right where I'm standing. Alright? Everybody in the circle. So that the infinite waves of enemies stop when we cap the circle. So Doc, come over here. See how they're coming up right next to you?
Yeah.
Stand in the circle and shoot them from there. Now we're going to clear the north guys first. Alright, let's clear the north. Alright, let's take our shield walls, heal them up again. Now I'm going to use my shield wall as a suicidal shield wall. Don, is yours still pretty good health? I haven't heard you talk at all yet tonight, Don, by the way. He's watching the 49er game. That might be why.
That's about the same of cavalry charge, right?
Work on positioning, so get behind them if you can. Or just throw a hand grenade. Thank you, Doc.
Yeah.
That works. That works great.
You
Okay,
know,
hold
they
on,
should
hold
be
on, guys. Hold
convergent
on.
with
Stay
fire.
back, stay back, stay back. I need to get my wall up here and get them around that corner. Please move your troops back. Alright. Archers, try to hit the archers up there. Come on, wall. Hurry up. I'm trying to get my wall around the right side before this first wave comes, which is why I was trying to get people to stay back. But now we're essentially going to have to kill this wall before I can get around to the flank.
If you want, I can try to charge to get behind the archers. And
No, that's a capture point. You do not want to get anywhere near that. I'm just going to suffer some losses here, that's all. Hopefully less. If you could throw a hand grenade up there, great. Alright, it's probably going to be suicide, but... Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount up, sneak around back, and work my way towards their next base. What you're going to find up here on the hill is 2 arrow carts where I'm at. Those guys down there fighting in the middle battle, go ahead and start working your way up. Be careful not to step in the circle, otherwise I will be dead. What I'm doing is taking out their siege weapons before the siege weapons even come into play. By killing these 2 things, we can make the rest of it a lot easier. Heal up a moment. Alright, we want to take the heal point first. We're going to need a shield wall for the north up here. Who has a shield wall left? Alright, go ahead and push up.
Yeah, I have a group of spearmen distracted.
Alright, capture the heal point. Be careful not to step in that center circle, otherwise we're all going to die.
Captured a point.
will use my spear wall for this one and then hold it back.
Oh, I have a spear wall, 2 left.
Okay, we're gonna need one for the south wall.
I'll go put it there.
Not yet, not yet. So
Not
just
here?
just
Not yet?
yeah, just hold it for right now. We're gonna need archers basically on the circle. So put your archers on the circle. When the next phase, we're gonna have to push up, kill a bunch of archers, and then we're going to use one shield wall on the south opening, one shield wall on the north opening. All right, let's go ahead and get in the circle. Everyone in the circle. Everybody. The circle ticks faster for every person in it. So if you're standing out of it, it makes it go slower. The pain stops as soon as the circle caps. Alright, so now we push. We kill them all. At this point, hang back here for a moment. I'm going to go scout and see what we're going to be up against. Doc, feel free to take out these guys on the stairs.
Fair enough.
No archers, right? We got shields in the front, spears on the flag, more archers on the right. I can take care of these archers. About 30 seconds. My pony can do the good dig. Keep shooting. And now that the archers are down, we can move our troops up. Go ahead and bring your troops forward. We're going to need that shield wall in the south gate. So you're going to see a little opening. My shield wall is going to the north. Now the troops are just going to keep coming at this point, so we want to move as quickly as you can to get those shields in place. So move yours to the south wall, right where I'm going to be standing, right here. Don, please help them kill that group over there that's taking out his shields. And the archer. Alright, archers on pad. Okay, everyone in circle. Everyone in circle. This is not going good. Get in circle. I think somebody might have stepped in the circle there. Hero already spawned. Move the shield wall over to the right. Looks like they're only coming down that path right now. If the hero breaks through, I will stun him.
Our team is about to capture the final flag.
Stay in the circle. Do not leave it. There you go. And that's essentially how you win a rebel camp. Same way, tier 2 and tier 3. It's all about having the shield walls and not stepping in the circle until you're ready.
Now, does it increase capture points? Like, the more you capture, the better the rewards, or
No.
not really?
Success is success. Killing heroes and such like that will usually drop better rewards. If you cap, the more people that you kill, the more rewards you usually end up with.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes more sense too.
You should have a weekly done. So if you press your L key to open up your quests, click on the weekly tab under leadership, you'll find that you completed a rebel camp. Now, you probably will have some troops to repair, so we'll have to head back home to repair those troops. You can also use one of the little camps. You'll see a wayside inn here and there around the world. You can use those to resupply your food and heal your units. You cannot restock your units at those, however. Does anyone have any questions at this point? You can jump in this rebel battle. The open field one. Looks like Sadine's in there. I don't know if more than 5 can join in one of these. Let's try it. Everyone in. Let's see if we can all bail them out. I know in the rebel camps you can. Alright, go ahead and if anyone has a shield wall put in front of his units. Oh, he's got pikes. We should be good. Try to work that cavalry around the flank. Anytime. Now the same is true with cavalry as it is with your regular attack. If you can get your units around the back of somebody, it will do pretty much double damage. If with your cavalry charge, if you charge from their rear, you will just wipe them out really quick.
Okay.
Flanks do pretty good as well. I think it's still considered back if you're at a flank. There is some skills in various trees that will actually give you bonuses to flanking damage. With the cavalry, you almost never, unless they're armored cavalry, you never want to charge archers straight on. You want to try to hit aside. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll use myself as a decoy to draw their fire, and then have my cavalry charge outside.
You know what? I'm kind of a dum-dum. Reminder of camps. Besides using requisition tokens, is there a special thing that you need to be able to harvest them?
Just bronze. When you're...
And if you're someone of your ally side owns them.
Neutral works is you can even mine from a hostile if they have their collection permitted. You can set the settings when you own a territory, whether or not it's permitted or not. So I'll pop open the interface over here real quick to show you guys what we're looking at.
Yeah, I also need units too to do it, but I don't have any on me, obviously.
That's fine. So pretty much what you'll have is you'll have a gather button. You'll see daily yields left. That's how many you can gather. So if it's your fief, you'll usually have 3. So you can gather it 3 times for the tariff price up top. If you use a requisition token, you pay the requisition tariff, which is 2,000 bronze. So a lot of times when there's a tax, it'll take whatever the tariff price is plus the tax, which will equal the total price that you'll be paying in bronze. When that's taxed, you go to the requisition, which you earn those tokens by doing dailies. You can skip the tariff and or skip the tax and just pay the tariff. So you basically get it, like, a lot of people will have, like, when they have a purple node, they'll kick it up to 500%. So you'll end up paying like 12,000 per mine. You can use a requisition token to just pay the 2,000. And those requisition tokens look like that. Little green badges. You get them for doing all kinds of missions. Alright, let's head back to base and repair some troops. Now these open field rebels are really good ways to farm a lot of supplies. I wouldn't really recommend doing them solo. They take too long. And at that point, you might as well just do some AI battles, generate some funds. But if you got a friend, it's fairly easy to get your stuff there.
I'm gonna try to run to the old camp I had and grab a couple of units at least.
Okay.
2 or 3, so I have something to level up.
Sounds good. So I'll go back into the Westweg.
Yeah, so if you guys need to do another battle, go for it, because it might take me at least, I'd say, 15 minutes there and back.
Okay, can you drop group and I'll get Secrend in here? See that at kombucha. That's good, thank you. And for those tuning in today, we are House Tuatha. We are a training operation. We try to teach people about the game, get them excited about it, show them all the cool things that you can do in it. We usually will bring people out of Agolia and the other capital cities and bring them to this humble home of Westweg. We have built it up to rank 4 from rank 1, and yeah, it's pretty much where we run our little training ops. We're meeting up every Monday for some low-level fun. You're welcome to join us. Doesn't matter what house you're involved in, we are more than happy to take you on. Alright, Zach's already in a group. So let's see, who else was roaming around out there? I can't hear... There you are.
I accepted.
Oh, you did? Did I lose somebody else? Who else did I lose?
I'm showing it a group.
Me.
Oh, Don. Oh, now he talks.
It's halftime.
It's halftime!
Halftime.
Halftime. And based on his voice, the Niners must be under.
They're up.
Then why is he cranky?
Because the game broke and I had to log out to get back in.
Oh. Oh.
If it's not one game, it's another game, Fog.
He's mad because he couldn't play both those games at the same time. There we go. Alright. So come on back to town.
Try to join you in that Rebel, but it was full, and then after that I was stuck. I couldn't move anything.
Well,
I couldn't do a thing.
That's fun. You seem to be having trouble today, man.
Tell me about it. Mondays.
Are you having a negative electricity day?
No, I've actually been in a good mood all day.
Alright, so we're going to do some AI battles. I want you guys to all grab some serfs. So if you don't have serfs yet, unlock those serfs. Serfs up. It's weird that I didn't pop open my repair your units window. So what you want to do is work on getting your serfs to level 3. Hey, it's that guy, Hukes. Welcome, Hukes.
Hello there, Fog.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good, good. So press U. You might need to train them. Unit tree. They are very first unit on the left. They're super cheap. They don't even really need repairs from what I remember. They're pretty much, yep, you'll never have to re-equip them. They will have lost and wounded, but that's about it. If you look at their ventrancy tree, pretty much the bottom path is the one that you're going to go down. If you can get them to 7, great. Right here is the one that you're doing it for. You have the 20% resource collection. If you look over here, you'll have collect a resource 20%. That's 40% per unit. If you bring 5 of them with you, 5 times 40, 200. So that's 3 times the resource kickout that you would have gotten without them. So if you're spending 2,000 gold or 2,000 bronze on some Cooperite ore here, you're going to be getting 3 times the value. So that's great if you're trying to make silver off the market. That's great if you're trying to build kits. That's great if you're trying to just farm supplies for your house, to do fief quests. All of that, it really pays off to have those 5 stocked up. So we're going to go ahead and do some AI battles. It'll level them up really fast. If you have any of the 1 battle unit XP cards that you get for logging in every day, this is a great time to take them from level 1 to level 3 in 1 round. So go ahead and train those up. I will queue us up in a minute here, and then we'll get started.
Is it hard to find the unit training plan to reset my veterancy for the serfs?
Might be cheaper just to ditch them and get new ones.
Oh, like disband the unit and then retrain it?
I don't know. Maybe? I don't know what the price for the retraining respec thing.
It's either I have this unit training plan, or to buy it as 100 gold coins, which I have none of.
Sorry, I'm back. What was that? I heard the tail end of that.
Oh, I just I have level 5 serfs actually, but I didn't go through that bottom veterancy tree. I went through the middle one.
Okay.
I think I just ranked them up when I first started. I didn't really know what was good.
You can train as many as you want. The only limit that you're going to have is how big your, how many units you'll have for your camp. You'll unlock more slots as you level up.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, how do I reset their veterancy? Because it says to reset it, I need this unit training plan, or I have to buy it. But
Yep.
is it common to come across those, or?
I've found some of those in the open field, like derelict huts, abandoned camps, stuff like that. I found some in those, but they aren't exactly very easy to find. It's almost better just to nuke them and start over.
Yeah, so I just have to disband the unit and then retrain them?
Yeah, you basically rehire a serf.
Okay, so that'd
so
probably be worth it at this point.
yeah, just go through and hire 5 serfs if you can. Depending on how many unit slots you have open. And what you're going to do is get all 5 of those to level 3. That's going to be your first priority.
Okay, wait a second here. Like, I can hire multiples of the same unit?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that.
Yep, sure can.
Did they rechange it? Because originally I
No, you
remember
can't.
You could only bring one of each unit type outside.
You can only
Change
bring
it.
one of each unit type into a battle. So if you brought 5 serfs with you and you engaged an enemy, you'd only have 1 serf available.
Okay, so they're not available for battle, but they are available for gathering.
Yes. Yes, and the other nice thing about them is that they're dirt cheap, so if somebody was to attack you, you wouldn't lose them. Like, you wouldn't be left with a big old bill. Yeah, you basically train up all 5 of those to level 3, and then you can start working one towards level 7. And once they get to level 7, you start on the next one to level 7. You get them all to level 7, you're looking at a 3 times multiplier kick out.
Okay.
Alright, to go over the stuff that you may have missed, first we discussed the combat swings. When you're dueling somebody, you can get a good look at how many swings that is. Don, go ahead and duel me real quick, just to show it. You do your, like for me, it's 5 swings, and then I have my long pause. That didn't work. There we go. Okay, so I'm over here. There you go, that's 5, okay? So you'll have that long pause, that's where people are going to kill you. So what you do is you dodge roll out of it, and then lunge forward and attack. See? He hit me, right there, in that long pause. Yes, done. Stop interrupting the demo. So that's basically the move that you want to practice. Now, if I wanted to kill Don, I could kill Don, but I'm not going to because I'm a nice guy. Don. Now the other thing is front attacks do less than back attacks. So bring out them serfs. Everyone bring out your serfs. You want to level those guys up. You level them up through using them.
Surf's up.
Surf's up. And we will push straight to B initially. Just pile all them surfs on. All of us will hold B. We'll go cap the heal point, station the archers over there. We'll send one of you guys out to go get C. Once your surfs are wiped out, feel free to go to the heal point and switch them out for something else. The trick is, the unit that you bring in gets the majority of the EXP. So if you don't use a unit, it's going to get only partial EXP. If you bring in serfs and you use them, they'll get the full amount of EXP that they could get. Each unit that you bring into battle with you divides the amount of supply or amount of EXP that they're all going to gain. I think it's like an 80-20 split. So the units that you don't use get 20%, the units that you use get 80% divided by however many you used. Pretty sure that's what they finally settled on. Trick with archers, you can also set them vertically columned like this. Just because it's saying face that direction doesn't mean they're actually going to face that direction. Stupid halberd. Fire archers coming in. Stun locking, halberd.
Enemy has captured point C. Our team has captured point B.
Another thing we discussed is never run out of stamina. It takes twice as long to regen your stamina once it's empty as it is just if you stop.
Whoa.
And you never want to run out of stamina. Bad days if you do. You can't dodge if you do. Alright, let's go ahead and... We got archers over the right. Anyone has that nice polearm kick ability. Single file lines are your friends. Use it. You won't regret it. Go ahead and capture that, Don. I'll go get the heal point. Or whoever that was. I think it's Sec.
Yeah.
Capture C.
Our team captured point C. We captured a point.
I'm gonna move my archers over to the resource point. Try to hold that C. Everyone to B. Everyone to B. Kill the heroes first. Too many spears. If you kill the heroes, their troops retreat.
Yeah, I'm trapped, damn it.
Bringing in my halberds.
I'll bring up my spears.
not get out of that. Alright, we need to push B, guys. Please stop focusing on anything else. All we're taking is B. By holding B, their majority focus is going to be at B. You leave them on A, and everything will funnel to B. All you got to do is hold one.
Alright, I think I got all those archers.
Get into position.
Alright, the heroes should just be charging here. We can kill them when we get here. If you're standing over at the heal point, a lot of times they're going to go for the heal point because they go to the nearest hero.
I'm gonna put my wall up on the hill.
I'm going to try to get behind this guy. Need somebody attacking in the rear. If we don't stun lock these guys are going to stun lock all of us. There we go. On the horse archers if you can. There we go. Should get at least one level for those serfs. Wish the ambient people didn't even talk to you. Alright, we can do an Expedition 1. Captain Picard, how close are you to Expedition 2 at level 40?
Level 40? I need 20,000 experience.
Oh, we'll get there. Hey Spoo, how you doing?
Good, how about you?
I'm doing well. It's nice to finally meet you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was playing a little bit last night, but other than that... Oh, what are you guys doing right now?
We are currently running through the Siege of Scarlet Fort for the... I think we just gotta take the wall. I don't even think that we need to go through the wall on this one. So we're just doing expeditions at this point. I did kind of walk over some of the tips and tricks of Conqueror's Blade, such as when you attack somebody from the front, it does about half the damage it would have done if you did an attack from the rear or from the sides. So if you can get behind somebody, it does more damage. It also works that way for troops, so if you can get your troops behind somebody, it does more damage.
Makes sense.
The other thing is to pay close note to how many swings you get before you have that second long pause, because the second long pause is where you're going to end up getting stun locked. So what you want to do is go to that second long pause and then dodge roll back or dodge roll aside, and then hold your shift W and attack key, and you'll lunge back in and stun the opponent. One thing about expeditions is some of the siege will actually hurt allies. So you want to make sure that you're not shooting at allies. Now there are these little things. Come over to the far right side. Yeah, this is one of the only places that you're going to find these little guys. If you come over to the right side, there are these little, they look like wagons almost, with fireworks on them. Try using one. It's pretty entertaining. If you press Z, you'll be able to see the projectiles. It's literally like calling in an airstrike. So these are the same things that are going to be shooting at you in a future one. Like sometime you'll be able to play one where you're getting bombarded by these things. I just tried to run them right into where you guys were. For me to reconsider.
Units, assemble.
Now be careful with those because it does do
yeah.
friendly fire.
I see now. Sorry about that.
Healing up real quick. Now, in the tier 3s, you really want to focus on getting the siege weapons off the wall. If the siege weapons are allowed to shoot, they'll break all the siege, and you will not be able to siege the keep. You literally are going to be stuck. Can I get a projectile shot right over here? Right over by where I'm at. Try to hit me if you can.
I'm gonna send you a message, Fog. Just take a look at it after you're done with your stuff tonight. It's actually about the game, but I won't stress it at the moment.
Not a problem. Alright, so I have my guys moving up. Okay, I got the hero's attention. Alright, you do each get one trebuchet shot per expedition, or anytime that you do one of these maps. So when you're on siege battle, you get one trebuchet shot. Be very careful that you do not target your own people, because it will wipe entire forces and you will be the jerk of the hour. And people get real salty when you do that.
Get into position. Attack! Form up.
I'd say if you get a chance, Fog, I would go over making sure people feed their mounts.
Spread out and attack.
Repairing armor and feeding mounts are both two very important things.
Well, also feeding them. I was actually looking at it, but luckily I'm not low, but yeah.
Yep, feeding them is very important. So does anyone have their trebuchet shot left? If you notice, there are green lines and there are red lines. Red lines means it's going to hit something before it gets there. Green lines means it's going to hit. So you want to make sure that you get it all green if you can.
What do you press?
G. Hold down G.
Hey everybody, look, Dorda's back.
Hey, Dorda.
I'm not above announcing myself. Anything going on I can help with?
I think Hukes is not in the group at the moment.
Yeah, nor am I. I'm actually.
Or Spoodle. I've got a full expedition group going at the moment. Oh my god, I just about did my little lunge off the cliff. Nobody would be surprised.
Lemmy.
If you got archers, camp them back here and put my shield wall up to protect you.
Ah, they moved.
Okay, I think I'm having a brain fart. Inside the forts, you have a personal bank, don't you?
You can press I anywhere and access your, like in your fief or in your allied fiefs. You can press I, and then down at the bottom left, you will see an item there for your warehouse.
Okay, yeah, since I haven't been able to choose.
You don't even have to go to your actual warehouse. Now, one thing when you're doing territory wars is always make sure that you stay alive. That is your first priority. If you die, you're out. You had to sit out for 3 minutes. There's no coming back in right away. There's no sitting there, oh, I'm just going to go get more troops. It's not like an expedition or a field battle or any of the siege battles. You're basically one and done. So you can always go get more troops. You can't go get a new life. So stay alive at all costs. Alright, just cap the point, and we win. Well done, everybody. Funny. Now the downside of that, if you're trying to be funny, is that you still got to pay the repair bill. So for people that are using their expensive troops, those trebuchet shots cost them a very pretty penny. Yeah, Doc, I'm working on getting Gaiscioch to level 2 so that we can join the Alliance.
Gotcha. Okay, so I won't be able to move until that happens.
Yeah, which means do dailies as often as you can.
Yep, that's what I'll end up doing then. Appreciate it.
Alright. See, we have 39 still.
Yeah, I'm still at 39.
Alright, let's try to see if we can get one of the other ones. Why is it not repairing my troops? I'm not getting a little window to... Oh, there it is. It's hiding. That's why. Good to know. Alright, this one is pretty interesting. So basically, you go to point A and then to the end point. If we can prevent stepping in A initially, I can get to the back and position troops to break all their fun toys when they spawn. So go ahead and work your way towards A, and I'm going to try to sweep in back and get their back heel point. Switch out my troops, and then park my troops right on where their massive group of archers is going to spawn. And I can pretty much kill them all before they ever have a chance to hurt you, and then work from there back to break all the siege weapons. Otherwise, you're going to be running straight into arrow carts the whole way and lose a lot of troops.
Units, assemble!
Now you can order your troops to move even before the match starts. That's one thing that a lot of people don't realize.
Archers, stand ready!
But now, is there a certain time that dailies reset, or is it 24 hours?
Dailies reset at usually 8 p.m. at night. Pacific.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Just was trying to figure out so I'd have something in my head to remind.
Really don't want to blow up that barrel. Alright, all those arrow carts except for one are pretty much done. I'm going for the back. Please don't step in A. My life will get very sad very quick if you do. You can push in and capture that heel point on the right.
Your unit is retreating.
Attack at will!
Capture the point.
Almost in position.
Form up!
Hold. Hold. Alright, go ahead and step in. So go ahead and take A. Now by holding your tab key on this, you can right click and give orders, like I just gave capture this. I can say, warning. Things are about to get lively right where I'm standing. Murder.
Spread out and attack. Advance. Attack. Spread out and attack. Attack at will.
Now, if you're wondering what those barrels do, if somebody like Doc Rock was to throw a grenade and hit those, they would explode, blowing up all the siege weapons. If you were to melee attack them long enough, they would explode, blowing you up.
Always shoot from afar.
Our team is about to capture the
Now, have you ever tried to see if they would actually hurt friendlies? As
They
well,
do.
or-
I can confirm that. I've been blown up by them when a friend hits them and I'm standing next to them. So that one's fairly easy if you have a dual blade with you, because you can literally move around back and just wait for the archer battalion to show up and then just take them all down. You will have perfect advantage on all of their siege weapons because they'll all be pointed away from you. I've even found that I've been able to jump on a siege weapon and use that siege weapon against them. It's a bug, but sometimes it's a nice bug, and it's a fun bug. But it does happen. So, I'm level 123. Congrats! Alright, that's going to be the end of my tutorial segment. One last thing. Press P, repair all. Very important. Click on the Mount tab. There is a little food button next to your horse on the left. Be sure to give it some food. Hay can be bought at the apothecary, and the Mount Virgin, I believe, sells it as well.
The person, the sell horser.
Yep. If you look, the horse seller. And that's the place you want to find to buy some hay, and you feed your horse. It will become more effective for you, have longer life. And if you're using a zebra, it doesn't matter what you feed it or what you give it to wear, it's still going to die in one hit. I know this because I have one, and it's terrible. Yeah, it's under the mounts and fodder. Usually doesn't take a lot. But that's the other thing to always keep an eye on. Last thing is you want is your horse to stop liking you and stop going where you tell it to go and dying really fast. Those are not good things to happen. Occasionally you will find these little tickets to use for your excavations. There's no real use in holding on to them. Go ahead and use them right away. That will give you little things that you can use on upgrading your troops. These are little EXP cards. If you find one for a troop that you have, it'll gain more EXP for those troops. It's not a whole lot from what I found. It's literally like 50 EXP. What do you freaking do? But it's some XP, so you never know. You might save up a stack of 10 of those and then it's 500 EXP. Maybe you'll get half a level. Who knows? But yeah, that's pretty much it. We are House Tuatha of town Westweg. That is really frightening, having your face in mind. You can find us, house code 8302491, or you can search for Tuatha. You can also look up our sister guild, Gaiscioch, Gaiscioch. That is our actual community name that put on this whole organization. We are a training camp, not looking to go to war with anybody. We are just simply bringing new players out here, getting them excited about the game, and trying to train them a little bit so that they can better do things when they get to the territory wars and things like that. So yeah, if you're looking for some instruction, looking for some one-on-one coaching, feel free to look us up. Happy to help you regardless of what house you're in, and we'll see you next time.